Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain is one of the most popular and beloved games of the recent years. Released in 2015, it was developed by Kojima Productions and published by Konami for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. The game has won numerous awards and accolades for its storytelling, gameplay, and graphics. And now, with the power of the PS5, players can experience this masterpiece in all its glory. The PS5 version of Metal Gear Solid 5 features ultra-high graphics that can be displayed in 4K HDR. The graphics are stunning and immersive, with vibrant colors and sharp textures. The game's open-world design is breathtaking, with vast landscapes, intricate details, and realistic weather effects. The game's characters are also rendered with amazing attention to detail, with facial expressions and movements that are almost lifelike. But it's not just the graphics that make Metal Gear Solid 5 so great. The gameplay is also incredibly engaging and varied. Players take on the role of Snake, a soldier who is on a mission to take down an evil organization known as Cypher. The game is played from a third-person perspective, and players have access to a wide range of weapons, gadgets, and vehicles. The game allows for a variety of play styles, including stealth, combat, and exploration. One of the game's unique features is the Fulton recovery system. This system allows players to extract enemy soldiers and resources from the battlefield and add them to their own army. The system is incredibly fun and adds a layer of strategy to the game. Another great feature of Metal Gear Solid 5 is its base building system. Players can build and customize their own base, which serves as a hub for their operations. The base can be expanded and upgraded, and players can recruit new staff members to help them in their missions. The game's story is also incredibly well crafted, with a complex plot that is filled with twists and turns. The game's themes of betrayal, revenge, and loyalty are explored in depth, and the characters are all well developed and memorable. The game also features excellent voice acting, with performances from well-known actors such as Kiefer Sutherland, Troy Baker, and Robin Atkin-Downes. In conclusion, Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain is an incredible game that is even better on the PS5. The game's ultra-high graphics and 4K HDR support make the already beautiful game even more stunning. The game's engaging gameplay, deep story, and memorable characters make it a must-play for any fan of action games. Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain is not just a game, but an experience. The attention to detail in the game is outstanding, from the way the characters interact with each other, to the sound effects of the guns and the footsteps on the ground. The game's soundtrack is also noteworthy, featuring a mix of original music and licensed tracks that help to create an immersive atmosphere. One of the game's most significant strengths is its open-world design. The game's world is vast, and there are countless missions, side quests, and challenges to undertake. The game's missions are incredibly varied, ranging from stealth infiltration to all-out warfare. The game's AI is also noteworthy, with enemy soldiers behaving realistically and adapting to the player's tactics. The game's online component, Metal Gear Online, is also worth mentioning. The online mode allows players to team up with others and take part in a variety of game modes, including Team Deathmatch and Capture the Flag. The online mode is fun and engaging, and it adds even more replay value to the game. Overall, Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain is an outstanding game that has stood the test of time. The PS5 version of the game takes the already excellent experience to new heights, with its ultra-high graphics and 4K HDR support. Whether you are a fan of action games, stealth games, or open-world games, Metal Gear Solid 5 is a game that you must experience. Another aspect of Metal Gear Solid 5 that deserves praise is its emphasis on player choice. The game allows players to tackle missions in a variety of ways, whether it be through stealth, combat, or a combination of both. The game also offers multiple paths to completing objectives, giving players the freedom to choose how they want to approach a mission. The game also encourages experimentation, with players encouraged to try out new tactics and weapons. The game's sandbox-style gameplay allows for a great deal of creativity, and the game rewards players who think outside the box. This sense of freedom and experimentation is one of the things that makes Metal Gear Solid 5 so special. The game's characters are also incredibly memorable. Snake, the game's protagonist, is a complex and tortured character, and players will find themselves rooting for him throughout the game. The game's villains are also noteworthy, with each one having their own motivations and backstories. The game's story is not just about Snake's mission to take down Cypher, but it also deals with themes of betrayal, revenge, and identity. The game's story is both engaging and thought-provoking, and it will leave players thinking about it long after they have finished playing. Finally, it is worth mentioning that Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain, is a game that rewards players who take their time. The game is not a short experience, and there is a great deal of content to explore. Players who take the time to explore the game's world and complete all of its side quests and challenges will find themselves with a game that they will cherish for years to come. In conclusion, Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain is a game that deserves to be played by any fan of action games, stealth games, or open-world games. The game's ultra-high graphics and 4K HDR support on the PS5 make the already excellent experience even better. With its engaging gameplay, deep story, memorable characters, and emphasis on player choice, Metal Gear Solid 5 is a game that will leave a lasting impression on anyone who plays it. Finally, it is worth mentioning that Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain has a high replay value. The game's open-world design and emphasis on player choice mean that there are countless ways to approach each mission. Players can choose to play the game in a variety of different ways, and each playthrough will offer a different experience.